Okay, I was before someone said, I don't remember what and who it was that said it, but before someone did, I had something else to say, but I completely forgot. You know how it is. Damn it. Is this the icon of scene texture here?
Yeah.
Cool. Never actually. Well, odds are people use it all. Well, not all the time, but
yeah, you
at
see
least
it
a couple
from time
times,
to time as a alternative texture, and
well,
yeah,
I don't think I ever personally saw it used like that, so it's kind of interesting. If you just kind of hide the face down in the floor, it works rather nicely for an unusual texture. This is interesting. This really is reminding me of Marathon, which I mentioned last time you were here, in that it's really abstract by now, but in kind of a good way. Even the whole combination of me watching Pandorum and playing Marathon and playing this, and now even Aliens vs Predator to some extent, really kind of makes me want to make some huge, I don't know, really abstract tech base that would just have fuel rods retracted. Press again to send what? Again? Okay. Sending Oh, is that the place where people complained where you have to run?
Yeah, since you already read about it, this is the awful secret, or the awful puzzle that everyone hates.
Okay, I guess I'll have to even figure it out because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here, so I'll have to figure it out first and then run back and forth 5 times.
You can run all the way you want once you figured it out.
It's gonna be fun.
I will tell you something about it then, when you've mastered it.
Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, something really, well, something combination of all these things really made me kind of consider trying to make a huge... I don't think I even considered making it for Doom, for like Serious Sam maybe. Like a huge tech-based level of some sort, maybe stylized a bit like Doom 3, so it's like all the grey and dark and whatever. Really abstract, something really speaks to me right now about really abstract futuristic areas, so this is pretty enjoyable, even more than it would have been usually.
Cool thing?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I always like them, and maybe I'm always in the mood for these things, but I just didn't remember because I didn't experience any such thing in a while before that. But
I like it so much
cool.
when a game inspires me to do something in the future.
Yeah, that well, some people, like one of my friends, the one who's working as a level designer, he says that you can be inspired for your levels from like movies, real life and whatever, but the one thing that he says it's being inspired by other games is kind of bad, because by then you're just kind of recycling ideas.
Yeah.
At which point I don't really agree, because like the ideas can be so broad and abstract that you just kind of want to make the idea maybe just a generic, like want to make a futuristic level with like really evil aliens or whatever, or abstract tech base in my case. And who cares if that idea was inspired by a game or a movie, because it is completely the same idea anyways. So I don't really agree with him there, but yeah, I really like when something is not boring enough, probably phrased wrong, enough interesting, I guess, not boring, interesting enough to actually inspire me. Just I don't often follow on these I don't often follow on these inspirations, and I never usually make anything in the end, but at least making me, when it makes me think about it, it's always cool. And I have to say this this level is pretty good on that front so far. I really like this area here.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. Some people didn't like this either, but I always like it when I play it again.
This, by this you mean this area here, or?
Yeah, the kind of tube system here.
I really like areas, well, in all settings, like in sci-fi, in whatever. I really like areas that aren't like suited too well for people. It's really broad generalization here, but in sci-fi I guess like the various maintenance shafts like this, like ventilation and whatever, and I don't know, sewers maybe, and maybe just kind of in between where you take off a panel of the wall and there's like pipes and cables there and you just kind of squeeze in there. I always love those kinds of areas. So this is really interesting to me because it looks like if this was a real place, I'd have to probably crawl here and it would be really claustrophobic and such, and it's really atmospheric. Thankfully I don't have to crawl here in Doom, but I don't really have much space for maneuver. But if I was to have a suggestion, I would have placed a bit more tougher monsters here, because imps are completely not dangerous at all here, but a couple more healthy monsters, they would make me like, because I can't really dodge in here, they would make it more interesting.
That's the reason why the imps are actually quite dangerous if you don't pay attention. I die sometimes here because I just let myself be fooled again by my own design and
fall
into some imp trap.
they can be killed like really instantaneously as soon as I see them, but like Hell Knights here, or maybe I don't know, a Revenant, I don't think a Revenant would probably fit, but this is really interesting gameplay here. Maybe some would say a bit tedious, but I kinda like that they're forcing me to run all the way back here and so that I could dodge their fireballs. That would have been, or at least if the imps at least like have them farther from me, because so far every time I turn around the corner they're just like in my face instantly. If they were at the end of the corridor, maybe I wouldn't be able to kill them so quick, so it was an interesting little...
Have you saved before, by the way?
Oh, good.
I hate reminding you, but I don't want to push the Let's Play to 2 hours.
Yeah, me neither, because it's really tedious to render. Also, I forgot to mention, but it was pretty hilarious here. You were saying about how you were dying in this place from time to time, and I was laughing, not actually that I was laughing at an imp, that when I shot he got launched up this ladder all the way over here. That's really hilarious looking. Well, I managed to kill them while looking at the auto map. That's how not dangerous they are.
Yeah, well, it's not the super hardcore spot in the game, but it has a bit of a pitfall, and I like that.
I wonder if it's any more dangerous on Ultra Violence. Are there many monsters here?
Well, the Hell Knight fights are, because as you said, you cannot really dodge in the way you're used to, and if you try, then you might end up being quite dead here.
The really interesting idea would be to release an arch while in this ventilation by the end, because there's completely no way to dodge him unless you just run back around the corner. It would be an interesting challenge.
Yeah, that might be true. It's not an Archwile level though. It's not an Archwile chapter, in fact.
Were there no Archviles so far? I don't really remember.
No, there are none. So far there are none. I told you that I really wanted to spread the monster types very carefully throughout the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I hate it when like every single piece of content is visible, like, or can be encountered in like the first 8 levels or something.
Yeah, that. Oh, so I was lowering a lot of bars here. Cool. Lucky that I went here last, so I didn't have to backtrack a lot. Yeah, that's a good point. That people, and even I, the unfallible and completely masterful mapper that I am, nowadays when I map, no matter which map in the episode it is or in the world at large, I always am tempted just to, in every area where I think an Archwile would be interesting, and even in map 01 I'm always tempted to place an Archwile because I really like interesting set pieces with Archwiles.
I even deliberately took out monsters that already appeared in the game. I took them out again for 10 levels or so to make them be fresh again when they reappear later. Well,
that's... I wonder if I would perceive this whole... differently if I was playing in a bit bigger. If I was playing by myself, I would probably play a lot longer at a time, not just like an hour as I'm doing right now.
Then you would probably recognize these things.
Yeah, I would probably notice them a lot better, but That's an opportunity to let's play like this and to actually have the author here while I'm doing this. It's I'd say a bit more interesting and worthy of, well, it's better overall than if maybe I would have a different perception of. I'm enjoying it as it is right now as I'm playing it, and I'm enjoying the atmosphere and everything. So if it would be better, I don't know. Probably not much better because it's pretty good already for me. I wonder how many people just kind of laughing at me liking it all, but I don't know. They're being harsh. Also, Hippocat has been playing. I don't know. I don't remember if he mentioned that in videos, but he is playing alongside the Let's Play. Just always when I release a video, he plays up to the part where I got. And I don't think he specifically said so far, but at least I can safely say that he's enjoying the WOD more than Back to Saturn X, because I suggested that to him to Let's Play, and he said he like played 3 maps, just like me. He played 3 maps and he completely lost interest.
Okay, I haven't played it, so I don't know. But
yeah, but it's considered by majority to be a really well-made WOD, so
yeah.
I guess it should be, I don't know, pleasant, happy to hear that some people vastly prefer the DTS-T to Back to Saturn X, like me and Hippocat. Maybe some other people too, because it's like not, I wouldn't say opposite, but really different approaches to how Doom maps are made.
That's funny that you say that, because I think Essel Forsham is one of the authors.
Yeah,
or the main author even.
Damn it, I'm always falling down here.
He was one of the biggest critics of DTS-T. He gave me one of the harshest criticisms, so, well, as I said, I haven't played Saturn yet, so I cannot say anything about it, but it's really fun that you say that.
Yeah, I remember he is like the biggest probably contributor, because I think, as much as I gathered from the streams, he's like fixing all the maps after everyone. And some people say that he's like killing the soul of creativity of the entire WOD, because he's making all the levels boring by correcting the mistakes, and it was kind of funny. Also, I think I'll just save mid room here.
It's a bit of a tricky room here.
And also really interesting because damn it. Probably if I had the overlay auto map turned on, I would probably use it to my advantage here, because otherwise I can see how far back I can go before falling off this freaking ledge.
This is an interesting room to tackle in Ultraviolence, because there are some more Keiko demons in there.
Even more. I think so
I think
far, every one of these.
I think there's a lost soul in every other here on this skill level, and in Ultraviolence I think it's all just Keiko demons. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but
for some reason when I jumped into this cubicle here, I was expecting it to hurt me like acid.
No,
and
because of the strobing light probably.
Maybe, yeah. Even though it was like really one instance in Doom 1 where such a light sector would hurt you, and it's even in the level that's only in the PC version, and me having played the SNES version for the longest time, I don't really even remember that level too well. But still, for some reason, I really thought that they would hurt me. And it would be, I don't know, Maybe if there was some more danger to staying on this ledge here, it would be an interesting gameplay choice to have to maybe go into the safer areas where you have less chance to fall, but they are actually hurtful. Like maybe if they were a bit connected, maybe 2 by 2, some of them would be connected, so I would be able to bypass sections of this ledge here, but at the cost of losing some health. I don't know, I'm just kind of fantasizing here.
Yeah.
I think it's like a mark of the fact that the level really is inspiring, because I'm just forced almost to think of all the cool ideas that are coming to my head. They wouldn't really if I was playing a boring level.
Yeah, as I said, I always like it when other games inspire me, or films even. So I really like it that you get inspired by me now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this inspiration I'll actually put to any use, but at least it's... Damn it,
yeah, sometimes it's not about concrete ideas, sometimes it's just about having an atmosphere in mind.
Yeah.
And getting some very vague inspiration and doing something completely different from it.
Okay, was this room completely pointless? I think it was.
No. Look at your key inventory.
I don't even remember which keys. Did I pick both of them without noticing? Ah, no, yellow was in the ventilations, whatever rooms.
Yeah, you got the red one.
Except I have no idea where the doors are, any of them. So I guess I'll have to visit even more rooms in the main. Ah, yeah, this was the one that where I woke everyone up and then left. Okay, and this was ventilation. This was ventilation. What? And what's this then? Right, then without knowing the actual name, I completely called it that it was a maintenance shaft.
Yeah, these signs were some last-minute addition because my brother was playing the game during the final testing, and he was like, "Man, I totally get lost here. I have no clue where I am. So please, could you add signs to the rooms?" So I added them.
Well, if I could probably use a map because the areas are distinct enough so I can remember where. And if I'm guessing correctly, 2 of these doors I wouldn't have to actually revisit. My guess is that I will have to run between fuel rods 1 and 2. So, but still, it's cool that because otherwise, without the map, I would be completely lost also in this room because it's pretty. Well, not really. It's not symmetrical in the slightest because this thing is pretty clear which side. But it's really. It wouldn't be the easiest thing for me to remember where I went, where I didn't go, so I'd have to backtrack a lot more. Yeah, even though I'm pretty much kind of lost right now. Ah, yes, here. Also, where's the music from?
That's Duke Nukem.
Huh.
I used Duke Nukem 3D mostly in this chapter to create
I recognized
sci-fi feeling.
I recognized the music from the last level, the one where this map 15, but I haven't beat whole Duke Nukem with the music. The version that I had before, which when I beat it completely, it didn't have any music, and only after that I got the soundtrack and I listened to a couple songs and I liked a couple songs, and one of them was the one that was in the last level. So
yeah, I don't know if you know, but I think the music, the composer of the music is actually the same guy that also did the Doom score.
Huh.
Bobby Prince. He later worked for 3D Realms, I think, and he did this music is also from him.
Well, he's versatile if anything, because it really doesn't resemble in the style. Doors locked for security reasons. Huh. To prevent vandals like me from this kind of.
I don't know if you got the message of the button actually, because you
Yeah, I think I didn't. This is suit here only for this little thingy-majigger. Huh. Yeah, I kind of maybe didn't notice what it said.
Yeah, it was like that some security door unlocked in the fuel rods area 1. So I
now
think
I
you see
get
where
it.
this is getting at.
Now I get. This is like the inmost dance all over again. Only instead of one room, it's like a whole level here. Okay, I can deal with this. Okay, so yeah, here I can't cross yet, unless I can press this. No, I can't. This, These bars, I have to say something about them. A bit of a lighting here, so that the different sides of them would be different shades of light. It would really help the depth, because right now it's really difficult to see the actual geometry of here. But it's while not completely like interesting or original or whatever, it would have looked cool if I would have
it's a bit of
an easier time. If I had an easier time viewing the entire
now that you say it
thing in 3D. Okay, and this thing here, ascending fuel. Those might be the fuel rods. Fuel rods ascended. Press again to yes. The last time when it said press again, I just went okay, and pressed again, and so I didn't see what it actually did. But now
it's designed in the way that you initially have no clue, and then you gradually get the idea. I hope you're getting the idea.
Yeah, I am, but I wonder if I'll ever even have to raise them again if it actually does anything, or if they can just remain lowered for eternity. But in any case, it really reminds me of something. I can't remember what, even if it was a game or, well, probably a game, because other mediums wouldn't really convey such an idea. But in probably some bad game, it was damn it! Now I see. Okay, so there was like this hazardous area like this, where to like get to a completely normal place where people, the workers, would be intended to get to do that, to access it, you'd have to just like, well, like here, like you descend the roads just to kind of tiptoe jump over them to this other area that can't be accessed otherwise. It's kind of funny in a way that the workers would have to do that every time. And I can't really describe it better than just say it was a similar situation to this, where it was like a completely hazardous area, like under press or something.
Some working environments in the world are so dangerous and below Western standards, and I think UAC is just the same thing.
Yeah, cheap bastards. Okay, I wonder if... so I'm guessing... I am guessing that there is going to be a button over there, back there, to raise the roads again, and my guess is that I'll have to find a way to get there, bypassing the roads somehow to be able to get that. But again, don't tell me. I want to find out by myself.
Yeah, I won't tell you.
Okay. And now this... oh, freaking... okay, now I see even more. Now I see even more. Good thing that I can diagonal run here. Someday I'll remember which button is. Okay, retracting. So this is like this switch alternates between that area is open and that area is open.
Yep, that's the
more
idea.
Or less. So yeah, and I was wondering what those red spots on the floor would be. I'm just going to grab this suit here. So this kind of makes it so that, damn it, so that only one of these whatever reactors or whatever can be active at a time. I wonder if it's...
that's the idea behind it.
But that I think the text that is displayed when the button is pressed would have been a bit more logical if it would if it said like that area opened or that area opened just outright, even though it probably would give away the situation, but still it's kind of the wording implies that one position is completely off, everything is off, and one position is everything is working on.
Yeah, I didn't want to make it that obvious. It really is supposed to be a puzzle where some thinking is involved.
Well, now that I figured it out, no thinking is further involved. And,
yeah, now running is involved. Lots of running.
And I'm really running. Wow, I forgot I can jump. Okay, yeah, jumping is going to make this easier. Maybe lowering safety, but this is really funny that every time I press a button, a different kind of thing happens. Not just like a next door, like all the 1,000 types of security barriers that they employed to like that make it completely a really secure area, like all these layers of redundancy, and they're just completely made trivial by me being able to run between them and switch them all off. Ah, freaking! I forget again. Someday I'll remember to. This is really not as painful as people in the thread made it out to be.
Yeah, I really didn't see why people hated it so much, because it's just supposed to be a fun puzzle that's a bit different than your usual thing.
Well, I think, you know, I think they're just kinda know in their minds that backtracking equals bad, and when they see backtracking, which is what's the word? Well, required more or less. There's another word that I was thinking of, but required will
yeah,
be. When they see backtracking that is required, they just kind of automatically mark it in their subconscious as this is bad, even if
Yeah,
they...
but this is, in my opinion, I mean, the puzzle might not be the best puzzle in the world, but there is a lot of hate towards backtracking in the community in general, I think, and this is, in my opinion, a bit of backtracking is very nice and adds to the depth of the level.
Yes, sometimes of course you have to be careful with your backtracking, but I don't know, people, I think maybe Hippocat was here when I was saying that there are these guidelines that people follow way too blindly. When they see backtracking, no matter what, they always think that it is completely disastrously bad,
Yeah.
even if they actually don't suffer too much. And in this case, I was honestly expecting, okay, so this opened, I guess. I was honestly expecting that in the middle of this section, which I would have to run through like 5 times, that there would be like each time I would have to solve a puzzle involving like timed lifts and doors and whatever that would require acrobatics every single time. But I just have to press a switch, not forget to press that switch, and when I forget, it's more funny than it is annoying, so I don't know what people's problem is.
I think 1 or 2 people started hating it, and then there was a bandwagon that people jumped on.
Yeah,
and
that's
was just, you know, copying and saying, yeah, I now play that level and I hate it so much because everyone
that
hates
also
it as well.
happens very often when someone doesn't really think about it, but when someone brings to their attention, they think, yeah, that person is right. But yeah, this really, like, the approach that when mappers, when level designers judge levels, they always like, it feels like they have a little checklist with all the things that are universally bad and universally good, and
Yeah.
they don't even think about how they felt playing and how much fun they had. They just kind of check, okay, backtracking -1 point, whatever else, and
exactly.
+1 point. Also, now I think since nothing is probably going to open here anymore, I have to, if there is indeed a way to connect these 2 areas, it's probably, should be now, but doesn't seem to be anything here.
Well, there was the blue key, but you saw that.
Yeah, I noticed the blue key. I'm thinking more about the secret mega
Ah, the secret, yeah.
As you remember, my assumption was that I would have to connect that room a bit to the north or whatever up from where I am to this, so that I could bypass the roads and use them too. But you know what I can do? It completely slipped my mind until just now. I can just freaking jump, unless the ceiling is too low. Damn it! Yeah.
You will not succeed. I can promise you that.
That will not prevent me from trying.
You can try, but yeah, try. You will not do it. Because I added scripting to prevent this particular jump.
Ah.
It's not possible because the wall is actually blocking while you're there, and it unblocks as soon as you legitimately go there.
The wall, you mean this
yeah,
platform?
the ledge of this pedestal. When you go up here, a script blocks it.
Wow.
And it only unblocks if you find the secret.
That's a bit of a dick move.
This is what I meant when I was saying that the game supports jumping.
Yeah, you can try jumping, but it's not like you will accomplish anything ever.
Yeah, I mean, it would be, even if it was possible, it would be a very, very difficult jump, I think.
Supports in a way that when you try solve something using jumping, the game just kind of laughs at you silently and mocks you.
Yeah, sort of.
And that kind of support, not the support. Yeah, good
it's
boy.
supported in a way that
jumping.
you, well, other than the unfortunate thing you found right at the start of the game, you should really be unable to bring yourself into some dead end by jumping.
Yeah, that was kind of scary when I found it. Like the second I got in the first level, I found a place like that. But my expectations that there would be a lot of places like that you overlooked haven't been met, so it's good.
In Germany we call this the showing off effect, so that when something that is supposed to be absolutely robust and stable crashes the very day you present it to an audience or something.
Yeah, that's... I have no idea how to do this. Okay, I think it's one of those times where I wanted to just tell me the secret, but I won't really get.
Well,
I'll just.
I can give you the clue that I'm not normally a person that puts the clue to a secret very far away from the actual secret. So you can be sure that it's in the vicinity. Yeah.
Well, but the entire level is not too big. I guess the vicinity.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not saying there is no exceptions to the rule, but in this case.
The game is lying to me. This door is not locked.
Yeah, I was lazy about that. Not even here, but all the orange messages always appear on the doors, even if they are open. And you only notice now, so it's not a big issue.
Yeah, I guess not game breaking in the slightest. But still kinda you were not completely really neat with this. You missed some thing that you could have fixed again, but it's not really, it doesn't really affect anything, so yeah, no matter. Just like one of those things that if it was me playing, a combination of all these things would delay, I mean making this, the combination of all these little details that I would fish for and test, it would be probably, if I was making the DTS-T, I would make it for 2 dozens of years instead of 1. Okay, now I am at a loss here. Your clue didn't help.
Okay, if you want me to tell...
Yeah, just I'm not going to...
Yeah, go back to that dark room and just look a bit closer at the walls.
Well, I looked at one wall and
it's actually not that hard to miss. It's actually not the hardest secret to find. But you just didn't look at the right corner.
Corner? Aha, I guess I get it. No. Let's see.
It's quite obvious, actually.
Right. Yeah. I wonder how did I actually manage to miss it. Oh, whatever. Let's just go in here, look at... It's probably a teleporter and... Yeah, I think I saved, so... I'm not going... Yeah, it just... So... Is there a way to actually get on this platform while the... No, wait, this... damn it. I completely forgot, I didn't notice that these rods weren't actually just kind of this level of the platforms, they were completely...
Yeah, there is no height leeway to allow you to jump, actually, I think.
Well, a lot of things apparently slipped my attention today, because I was really expecting... I was under the impression that the roads would just... were raised like to this level and I would just run across them to the... I don't know why, because I clearly saw that they were going all the way up to the ceiling. Oh well.
But you're not actually picking up the megasphere.
Yeah, as I said, I would just... I wanted to know how to get the secret, but I wouldn't pick it up because...
Fair enough.
Well, as like with the secrets in the beginning of the Egypt episode.
Yeah.
And I didn't really take advantage of knowing... Oh.
Alright, I'm scanning the core. Damn it. Seems a normal shutdown is not possible. You've got to destroy it, Marine.
Alright.
Shoot the feeder pillar, and then run for it.
Oh crap, I have to run somewhere. Bam. No? Wait. That pillar. Run! Where? Where?
It's not...
Damn it, access to elevator
will
shut
not
down.
fix it for you.
What it for me? What?
One bullet will not do this for you.
Okay. Why does the reactor scream so loudly when I shoot it?
Because you heard it.
Logical, I guess. I can see your point here. I'm sorry, Mr. Reactor, but I really have to get to that asteroid. I can't stay here with you forever. So I have to kill you. I see. I see what's going on here. I'm getting too close to this wall. It's not a real wall, is it?
No, it's not.
However, you could have made it impassable and I would still be able to shoot through it. But I guess since I can't really get my head through the wall, it's not an issue. Yeah, run away. No, wait. Why do I have to run? I don't have to run away. Well, now I... damn it. And as soon as this gets like really interesting, I look at it. Wow, it reminds me of the beginning of Half-Life 1. And I just noticed that we have been recording for an hour and sometimes, so regretfully I will have to probably stop it here after I figure out what the hell this is supposed to be. Is it like, was it hanging by these pipe thingies and what? How?
Yeah, it's like some piece of the wall coming down, or the
Interesting
piece of the
shape.
ceiling coming down.
I wonder how did it manage to break in this shape, because it's a really elaborate shape to break just for a piece of ceiling. Physics don't work like that. But who cares, I guess. Well, apparently I care, but not too much. So yeah, this was I have to save before I forget completely. And yeah, my apologies for being completely unable to speak today, because well, I learned my lesson. Next time I record an LP, I'll have to be more careful about playing games that I do not trust for the day. My mistake today was playing all the Alien vs Predator 2. If I haven't, I'm willing to bet that it will be even more entertaining than it has been now, this whole episode for an hour. But thankfully you were here to fix that for me, to provide the trivia once again and interesting facts and whatever else. So in the end, I think when you're guesting, well, when Hippo gets guesting, people come here for him, and when you're guesting, people probably come here for your input. So I am pretty much irrelevant here. So I hope you have, and by you I mean the viewers, have enjoyed watching this. Hopefully I wasn't too painful today. And also I think it's way more embarrassing for me than it's actually annoying to people who are listening, because when people hear other people completely be unable to speak, it just kind of, like, I think they just kind of feel better for themselves, and that's it. They won't remember that it was me and won't hold it against me, so I can sleep well today. I haven't completely ruined my reputation with this video. But yeah, this was interesting and really much better than I was expecting from all the hysterical people in the thread about this level. It was a fun little puzzle, and the fact that things that were happening were kind of interesting made it not too boring or annoying or whatever. And it was, yeah, really, the people are exaggerating. Too bad there aren't really any like reactions outside of a couple of people saying that, oh cool, I'm watching this. I really wish I was in that thread at the moment when it was active, so that I could argue with everyone. Because I love arguing with people, and it would be fun if the people who had overly negative opinions of this what, it would be fun if I had the opportunity to actually challenge those opinions actively, without just kind of passive-aggressively, retroactively saying that they are all wrong, but they can't do anything about it now because they probably aren't even watching these. Yeah, that's a bit of a pity, but who cares? I'm having fun. Whoever is watching is probably having fun. Deathmatcher is probably having fun. We're all having fun. It's all nice and good. So yeah, goodbye and see you next time.
Bye bye.